Well, I put together a list of government offices for each state in America. And these are government offices that give you free legal help to fight anybody you want. And nobody knows about them because they're at your state level and nobody thinks of even looking there. But I have a listing state by state. So you just go into the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, description, and see all the states that, and just download it right there. I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm not going to collect your name, nothing. And this is, I want to get this to everybody in America because we seem to think that people, everybody's moral and they act on moral, principles or whatever. And we're not. It says in God we trust, but we don't care if it's moral or not. We care if it's legal or not. And that's how you get screwed in this country. It's because you think everybody's moral and trying to do morally right. Nah, that's not really true. They're just trying to be legally right, which is a hell of a lot different. So that's why you can't come to, get your money that your insurance company won't pay or the government won't pay you or they send you a bill that's outrageous. There all this kind of stuff that happens to you financially that you can't, or your employer, fires you for no reasons, won't give you back pay, won't pay you over all this stuff. Or maybe you're over 40 and they fire. That could be a law. And that's maybe immoral to fire somebody just because of their age, but people don't care. They just do it because it's legal. They're just trying to make money. And that's why there's limits to capitalism. So I put together there's a whole bunch of sources that see the government enforces laws. And so if you're coming up against your insurance company or a government agency or individual, that did you wrong, and all you have is a moral argument, you're going to lose. And see, the thing is, if you go, I'll get a lawyer and find the law. Okay, here's the average cost of a lawyer from, it averages like $225 a month. So if you're trying to get $1,000 from somebody that you think because you can't pay this bill and you shouldn't or whatever, and you hire an attorney at $225, right? Well, a couple hours of their time and you break even if you get your money. And who knows if you're going to get your money. So if you don't get your money, then you lost twice, right? So that's why these organizations that I have for every state are people who fight for you for free. And see, they're better than lawyers. Why are they better than lawyers? Because government offices are the people who wrote the law. So they know it better than anybody. Plus, here's the neat thing about this is that these organizations you're dealing with, whether it's a government organization, a company, or your insurance company, or your cable bill, or any of these things, they are more afraid of a government office than they are of any $300 an hour lawyer you could hire. Why? Because if they lose against the $300 an hour lawyer, all they have to do is pay you what they owe you, right? If they lose against arguing with the government, what happens? They can lose all their business. So it pays them to give you the $1,000. Don't worry about it. And then this all goes away. Plus, it costs them $1,000 to talk to the government. These big bureaucracies and everything. Nobody wants to do that. So they could make you go away and the problem go away and not have to deal with the government bureaucracy, which is a gamble to them because they don't really know, by just paying you off. So that's why in this, in our country, you have power in the system by using the system. And the system isn't paying money to some lawyer. Well, bless their heart, they got to make a living. They got to pay those tuition bills they got. But there's better help for free. And they're not going to advertise. Yeah. But you go on TV or Google, you got a phone, you got a lawyer. Yeah, a lawyer at $225 an hour. What are you going to do? You go to this report. This is it. It's everything here. All to get the free help. Anything you might. Here, a bad insurance company. Okay, that means you fill out a form, at the state capitol, they investigate even if you're wrong. That's right. You could be just some ex-lover trying to get back at your insurance company or whatever. Yeah, they don't care. They have to investigate. See, that's what's neat. So they get the letter, the insurance company, shit, let's just give them the money and get out. Utility companies, how many times have you been screwed there? And that's also your phone company, your Wi-Fi, all this kind of bad banks. Wow, we know them, right? So get help there. Bad lawyers, even. That's right. There's an office that if your lawyer screws you over, see, and they don't want bad information. See, it's really a lot of these offices, I think, are just to keep the honest people honest. I mean, most people want to do good, but they get defensive. Hey, the law says I can screw you, and they do that. Real estate, same thing. So they don't want bad information. See, all this becomes public information. If you complain about a real estate or a bank or any of these things, it becomes public information. People go there and find out how many bad stuff they got, So that's why they don't want to do. Or if they're looking to get a government job or something like that. So this is, see, how to file a complaint against a bad accountant, right? What is that? Any professional organization, they're all registered. So if you're like an engineer or something and they screw up doing something in your house, you file a complaint. They don't want to see that. Even dry cleaners, right? Anybody, that's working. Consumer complaints, how to file a complaint. Here's how to collect $1,000 plus attorney fees from bad bill collectors. That's right. You're protected from that. They call you up and say the wrong thing, and 90% of them probably do. So you want to do, okay, how to get free legal help. Most state capitals actually have all kinds of free legal help for veterans, free legal help for seniors, free legal help for people with disabilities, free attorneys that will get you justice. And the Justice Department pays them money to do that. There's even free attorneys to fight the IRS for you. How would you know that? You don't know that. People treated unfairly in the workplace. A lot of that going on, whether it's sexual harassment, and you can get money from that too. There's a lot of places to get money. They wrote the law and then they enforce it. And if you win, which costs you nothing, you get money from it too. Your healthcare provider, okay? They screw you over, okay? Consumer Product Safety, the Consumer Finance Protection, wonderful organization. They're beefing that up, Trump tried to cut out everybody there, and now they're beefing it up again with Biden. So that will be better. Legal fees for free legal. Every state now has just free legal help for seniors. So you got to how to raise money on crowdfunding to get free legal help. How would you think about all this stuff? There's special crowdfunding sites just for that. So that's why you got to know family wages. Wow, that's a lot. People aren't paying a fair wage. Well, who do you call to get that? Restoring hope. What is that? Oh, victims of scam. Oh, we know that. Oh man, that is so prevalent, right? So prevalent. So how do you get, recourse? What do? Do you hire an attorney? No. There are government offices that spend billions of your tax dollars doing it. You can get 30% from tax cheats too. You squeal on a neighbor who you say, hey, he can't be affording all that, must not be paying taxes. You go up the IRS, man, and you get 30%. Now that's pretty cool. And every local offices, there are a lot of local offices, nonprofit organizations, that have free legal help for all kinds of things. And you can go to like 211 or gethelp.org and is that what? Oh, findhelp.org, and to get a lot of free legal help. So don't look in the yellow pages. Don't Google for lawyers for anything, because they're going to charge an average of $225. Yeah. And that's just in Iowa. Man, in Washington, D.C., $500 an hour isn't bad. So be careful. Download the list. It's in the description. And get justice, man. This is what our democracy is all about. But why the hell do you have to spend $200 an hour to get justice in this country? So use these free sources. They're wonderful for almost any kind of problem that comes up. Just put this report in your drawer, not in your drawers, in your drawer, and keep it around, because you'll need it sooner or later. Okay, talk to you soon.